guys, so I'm going to use one of my limited edition Christmas glitter mixes today. So I'm starting off by putting a very thin base of clear acrylic, and then I'm using a little bead and dabbing it into the glitter. And this is going to end up as a geometric Christmas tree design. So I'm just placing the glitter on and then pushing it where I want, tidying up the line, but I'm not worrying too much about that at the moment. Just getting a nice coverage of that glitter, but keeping it nice and thin and flat so nothing's sticking up. And then I'm going to come in with a bead of my clear acrylic. I've drained the liquid out the back of this so it's nice and mouldable. And I'm just placing that over the glitter. You know, all the glitter's covered when the glitter goes matte, so if it's still shiny, you've missed a bit. And then I'm using my brush just to create a nice sharp line, like when doing your reverse smile lines. I'm just creating that Christmas tree shape with my brush. So if you see from the side, there's a nice line. And then I'm using my file to press against the acrylic, not down on the tip. I'm pressing against the acrylic to file a nice sharp line in there, making sure that that point is nice and sharp too. I'm dusting it off, and then I'm coming in with my cover pink, and for this I'm using NSI Rose Blush. I was using NSI Crystal Clear Acrylic, and I'm using my NSI Precision brush to do these. So I'm just filling the rest of the nail with the cover pink acrylic. And don't worry if you're going over that original, because when you file it, like when you do your French, that will file through and you'll be able to see that nice sharp line of the geometric design. Make sure you haven't got any rogue glitter. Okay. And when that's set, I'm just going to use my file, and I'm just going to file that design in. So obviously I'm working on a tip, so I'm not worrying about apex, but if I was doing this on a client, I'd have made sure I'd build the correct apex, and I'd be filing that in and making sure it's all correct structure. Apologies for going out of shot. It's quite awkward to work with a phone right in front of your face filming, so I do go out of shot every now and again, but it's just filing, so you're not missing much. So when that's all nice and smooth, remember, even when you're working with your practice tips, make sure they are as smooth as if they would be on a client. I'm just going to go over with my white buffer block, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to add a bit of Sharpie work and stamping. So I'm just using a normal Sharpie pen, just to do a few scribbles here and there. And then I've got a bit of isopropyl alcohol. I've used my NSI Nail Pure Plus, and I'm using my Crystal Nails Barber brush, my Barber 2, just to spread that around, because I want a kind of vintaged, aged look. So like a cracked parchment kind of look. And the more liquid you use, the more it will spread, and the less liquid you use, obviously, the deeper colour you get. So always start with less and then add a little bit more. You can keep working this until you're happy with your design. And then I'm going to use my Moyu Festive Collection plate number 12. And I'm scraping that off, and then I'm using a little orange wood stick to roll away any bits of design I don't want to use on the stamp, and then stamping onto the nail. And this is also the Moyu Kaleidoscope stamper. And then I'm just adding a few little bits extra. So some baubles on the side. So this is how to use one of these larger plates to get a bigger design. And I clean my stamper with a lint roller. And again, just using that orange wood stick just to roll away little bits of design I don't want on there. So I'm just picking up little images, rolling away bits I don't want, and then using those individual images to stamp. And I'm going to top coat this. I'm going to use my Perfect Nails Flexi Top Coat. And when I've stamped, I float a bit, so I put a little more than I usually would on the brush, and then I pop that in my LED lamp. Clean up my plates. So also clean up my stamper, and then I'm going to use an acetone-free nail varnish remover to clean my plate and my scraper. Don't forget to get the sides and the back of the plate. And then I'm going to use my gel cleanse, my NSI cleanse, because it gets rid of any smears and leaves the plates nice and clean and shiny. And then I'm going to do a second coat. You always double top coat any stamping and nail art to make sure it's fully sealed on the nail. And then I'm popping that in for the final cure. And then once it's all cool out of the lamp, give it a wipe. So there you go, this is my Christmas tree glitter and my geometric Christmas tree design. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!